Huber in the morning.
Big win, right? 6-0?
Yes, sir.
For them is, hon. I will say, fewer things in sports are more frustrating than that stupid square box around the catcher when you're watching a baseball game and seeing the little dot inside that box and then watching the ump go, ball, and you go, no, that was a strike. I could see it plain as day.
Yeah.
The whole world saw it. You got it wrong. Now, that may be a thing of the past, huh?
Yeah, so Major League Baseball's competition committee has approved the use of automated ball strike systems in Major League starting in 2026. Now, the system will allow teams to challenge 2 calls per game with additional appeals and extra innings, and only hitters, pitchers, and catchers will be the ones that are allowed to trigger the system by tapping their head. And if a challenge is successful, the pitch will be shown on the in-stadium video boards.
So the umps are still going to call the majority of the pitches.
Correct.
But if you think they got it wrong, you can challenge, and then they go to the new umpire.
You proud of yourself? You're happy. Look at you, so happy. You're so happy with yourself.
They're bringing him on out. They wheel him right on out there. Mr. Roboto, he comes out, and everybody's happy again.
Yeah, right now, Major League umpires are averaging 94% right calls this season.
It's good odds, dude. I'd take 94% odds in almost anything.
Are you kidding me? You can't be at 94% when there's that much money on betting on the line. I can't be 4 steps into a five-leg parlay.
Look. I'm not saying that 94% is good enough. It's good enough to keep them doing the majority of it and having this system. I assumed that Mr. Roboto was going to be calling every ball and strike, and that would be miserable. Don't you think?
No, I want it to be right. I don't care about the human aspect of sports. These things need to be right.
Yeah, that's going to be much more accurate.
It's 17-0. There's a position player throwing. You're really concerned about everyone getting called right.
I mean, we can make rules for that.
Now we can make exceptions.
I
want it to be right.
I'm so glad.
I want it to be right.
I'll wait when you stop being a child. I'll wait. You pick the one scenario that happens a handful of times a year to make your point. We call that the Huber.
I want it to be right, Steve. That's all I want.
I'm so frustrated. Matt Davis, do you have anything to weigh in on here?
You know what? Instead of saying you're out, you know what he says, right?
You are terminated.
You are terminated.
What are you in a tunnel?
The
Where did that audio come from?
He's going to be your umpire. You're out.
I was with you originally about the every ball and strike should just be called by the thing. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not get it right all the time? And then I was listening one day. I was on my lawnmower, and I was listening to a game, and it was that exact scenario. And they were like, and this is what will kill the game if, they go to this system. And I've had that in my back pocket for, ever, just waiting for this story to
I'm
come
proud of
out.
you.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you held on to it for 6 months just to make a point.
I am 100% with you, though. Why not just call them all that way? Why not just get it right?
I don't
Leave
know.
the guy back there for plays at the plate, for tips, that kind of stuff. Leave him back there. I'm not saying fire the home plate umpire, but leave the balls and strikes up to the computer that gets it right.
Yeah, for sure.
It's unbelievable. And we know how fast they are. We know where they're going. Let's get it right.
Let's get it right.
You know what?
Hashtag,
Hey,
let's get it right.
Or let's change everything to non-digital. Instead of that scale in my bathroom, I just want a person in there going oh, you definitely look like you lost weight today. You don't need to step on that scale and get the real number. No, just you look good. Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah.
I'm so glad that you picked the option where they don't call you fat.
Maybe I'm feeling too good about myself one morning, and I need them to go,
Right.
looking rough today, dude. You might want to hit the gym after work.
You go into the bathroom, you flip the light on, and there's just a guy standing in your bathroom, and he goes, still heavy.
That's right.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Lust, Marry, Kill, the Household Chores Edition. Laundry, vacuuming, and dishes. We had tons of evidence from you at 410-584-1007 and all over the mark. Some of my biggest takeaways, laundry, you got a lot of time It's time consuming because you got to wait for the cycles to finish, but you can do a lot of other stuff while doing laundry, including full on watching a football game while you're even folding the clothes. So laundry is a pretty long one, but not super work intensive. Dishes, depending on whether or not you have a dishwasher, obviously really skews how difficult that is. And a lot of people brought up how satisfying vacuuming can be, whether you're making lines in the carpet, whether you're going from dirty to clean. You really get that before and after. I mean, I sit on social media and watch people power wash things, and I love power washing things myself, and vacuuming gives off those kind of vibes a little bit. So it's a very interesting one for me. Do you have a steadfast opinion, Mr. N-Dub?
I don't, but I can break these options down relatively easily. The perfect lust is vacuuming.
Okay.
And it's only a lust because I need my vacuuming experience, like me using that vacuum on a graveled road, just sucking rocks. I need to hear.
That is a good sound. When you get into a real dirty patch and you get it really starts taking stuff up in there.
And that's why it's a great argument. Cats are better than dogs. I can suck up that litter all day, every day. Now let's talk about dishes for a second. It's fine. It's a fine process. It's quick. It's easy. It's as easy and as hard as you want it to be.
I think how organized you are also is a factor here. Because if your cabinets, your drawers are very organized and putting away your dishes doesn't involve any rearranging, or if you don't have 17 different sizes of forks and you're not sure which fork slot it goes in, you know what I'm saying? I think that can make a big factor in your dishwashing love or hate.
No argument here. And laundry's marriage. Laundry's life. You're waiting for the payoff. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's bad. Sometimes I wish I could just leave and just let that thing get moldy.
How is laundry such a metaphor for marriage? It really is.
It really is. So with all that being said, I will give the floor to you.
Well, hold on. I want to hear, Matt, what's yours? You got it?
Yeah. So, dishes for me, depending on whether you have the dishwasher or not. If we don't have the dishwasher.
Well, let's say we do. I think that's
right,
a different
I'm just saying,
okay.
that would be a definite kill for me if I didn't have it. But I do. Laundry, like we've been saying, it takes some time out of your day. And if it wasn't for my wife, I would be living out of my dryer for the week. That's what would happen. They get washed, they go into the dryer, and I would live with wrinkled clothes throughout the week. But that's not the case. But if I had to do it, I would say that I am going to kill laundry.
Okay.
Just for the time-consuming thing. I am going to marry vacuuming.
Okay.
And I will lust dishes.
I'm a sucker for a sales pitch. I know it because I'm with you now, and laundry is life. Laundry is life. I'm married to it. I can take my time with it. I can do things in between, but I come back to it. There is a payoff. I can fold the clothes while I'm watching football. You got to put them away, but that's really up to you. You can live out of the piles if you want to. It's really pliable. Vacuuming, I lust it. It's a hit it and quit it. It's nice and quick. It's very satisfying, and then you don't have to do it again for a while. And
Agreed.
Then it's like, this floor needs vacuuming. Boom, instant gratification. Put that thing away. You don't have to deal with it again. Perfect lust. And dishes, they go. I'd never have to do it again. I'd feel pretty good about it. Are you proud of me today?
I mean, not because you agreed with me, but I liked your opinions,
All right.
and I liked where your head was at.
Are you proud of me?
No.
No.
You're disappointed.
No. Make your wife do all your laundry. Grow up. Be a man. Okay?
Well, there's a couple of classic sayings that really changed society, when they were screamed from the rooftops. One, the British are coming, maybe that's one that you think about how it changed history. And the other one is, oh, look at these two from Chris Martin and Coldplay, changing the course of the kiss cam forevermore. And this story just won't die. Just won't go away.
Yeah, so there's a new source that claims the viral couple who were caught on the Coldplay Jumbotron are just friends. Well, they are now.
Well, no,
So, in quotations, they had an excellent working relationship, a great friendship. There was no affair. It was inappropriate to be hugging your boss at a concert. Yeah, good call on that. And she accepts full responsibility for it.
Hey, Steve, real quick. Come around here. Come on over.
Do you want me to come around?
Come on over right now. Come on over.
All right, I'm coming over.
There it is.
Look at what's happening here, man.
I know, I'm going to get a picture of it.
Look.
Hold on.
Look at this.
Hold on.
Does this feel appropriate? This feels normal, right? People do this.
This feels right.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
People do this all the time.
I'll look lovingly back to you.
Oh, no. Look at these. So let me tell you, Steve just walked around and he leaned into my belly and I put my arms around him and it was incredibly awkward. I mean, just insanely awkward, right?
Speak for yourself. It felt right.
N-Dub is strangely aroused.
Now, can you imagine if we were in a skybox at Camden Yards and Alex and Matt and all the sales folks were in there and we were just doing that and they were like, what's going on between you two? And we're like, hey, what do you mean? Co-host the show, just hanging out, right? Just hanging out together and having a good time.
You had the belly button all to yourself. You did not take advantage.
That's on me.
Yeah.
That's absolutely on me. I tell you what I don't do. Go home and file for divorce since we were just friends, just doing that for the first time here in the studio.
I mean, your wife knows, right? It's only a matter of time.
Maybe it was just budding there at that Coldplay concert. Maybe they were feeling yellow.
What if that was, and let's take this at her word, what if that was just friendly? And then maybe that's the first time she ever leaned back into him, and that was the first time he ever threw his arms around her, and they were just friends.
Well, I mean, imagine you see on the Jumbotron your significant other and their boss
Look at
in
these
that
two.
position. What are you going to think?
I'm thinking 50% of their stuff's heading my way, yeah.
So, there was something going on. Whether it was the beginning of the affair or a continuing affair is up for debate.
See, and that would be my luck, right? It would be the first time I've ever done anything like that ever.
Getting lucky tonight.
And I had no idea that Coldplay was like oysters, just as an aphrodisiac.
That's right.
And it just puts me in a mood, and I just, grab Lever by the waist, and then you hear, oh no.
Look at these. I don't know, man. I will tell you one thing. We work very hard at the Huber in the Morning program, and, we have a lot of competition here in the market. And if I can find these two's publicists, I'm hiring them tomorrow, because how they've kept this a story for this long, how we're still talking about it, is one of the greatest pieces of PR ever. Coldplay's probably sold 10,000 million more records and downloads and streams now because of this phrase. Oh, no. Look at these two. You are in any industry, really. I can't think of too many it hasn't affected yet. AI is creeping its way into a lot of things we do, a lot of things that affect us every day, including our entertainment. And now an AI musician just got a multi-million-dollar record deal. Please enlighten us on this.
Yeah, so an AI-generated musician persona run by a human R&B artist has received a $3 million record deal amidst several lawsuits targeting AI companies encroaching on creative industries. Now, her name is Talisha Jones. That is the human R&B who is behind the AI-generated artist Exena Monet. And I have a little clip of what she's putting down.
Oh, man. Is this Let Go, Let God?
Yeah.
Oh, I love this song.
You've been losing sleep, crying in the dark, trying to hold the weight of a broken heart. You smile for the world, but inside it's pain. You pray, but feel like nothing's changed. You're trying to fix it, trying to stay strong.
Somebody heard her.
Battles ain't yours to fight alone. You've done all you can, now here's the key.
Here's the key.
Peace starts when you set it free.
Hey. Peace starts when you set it free. I'd like to set that laptop free, whoever made that happen.
So how do we feel about this?
Well, look, they got $3 million, this person that created this AI thing. For what? I'm assuming that's for the publishing rights for the music. But how are you going to promote it? What are you going to do? You're going to show up and see an AI-generated person on a screen?
I mean, that is what her Instagram is AI-generated videos of these songs that she's writing for this AI artist.
So we were all in on hologram Tupac. Why not hologram Xenia Monet?
I mean, very, very true. I mean, would you pay good money to go see this if you enjoyed the songs?
Look, this is a weird thing. Obviously, I love human beings creating art. That's my preference. But what that means has changed a lot recently. Like, a lot of the beats we hear now, a lot of the things are computer generated. There's filters where you used to have to plug wires into other things and do all these other things, and now it's a setting on a digital audio editor that replicates, fuzz boxes and all these things you used to have to do. We're okay with that.
Well,
we
people
just
are
don't
kind of behind that, though, right?
They were at some point. I mean, you could argue people came up with the O's and ones that made this AI software too, right? So I don't know where to draw the line. I think it's at singing. I think that's the part we have the most trouble with. I think if all the music was AI generated and somebody was singing over top of it, we wouldn't care so much about that. But when it takes the human element completely out of it, that's where it gets a little weird. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, did you see Dan Deacon sing the national anthem at Camden Yards through like the vocoder or whatever it was? People kind of lost their mind about that. At least he was in there with a microphone.
Yeah, you either loved that or you hated that. There was no really in between.
And if I'm the record label, like, why not just me do this? Why am I paying, what was her real name? Talisha Jones. Why am I paying Talisha Jones when I could just plug this into the AI generator myself and do this and save myself $3 million?
That's a good point, too.
Well, that's the weird thing about this is Jones is using an AI music generation startup, Suno, which is currently being sued by the IRAA.
Yeah, because, I mean, a lot of that writer's strike in television and movies not too long ago was about this very same thing. And Matt, as a guy who does voiceover work and stuff, it's like they can just take your voice, you say the alphabet a couple of different ways, and then all of a sudden they can make you say any words ever in your voice, and the same with writing scripts and all this kind of stuff. So I know that last writer's strike had a lot to do with using AI, to replace actors and writers and stuff. But the music industry hasn't really done this yet. They haven't really blocked
Not
it
here
yet.
in the U.S. Over in Europe, Elton John and Paul McCartney and big artists have come together to stand up against this.
How about AI HITM? We can stay in bed.
Ha, 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 Huber. You're so funny. You're a good boy.
Right.
Who's a good boy, Huber.
Right lane life, left lane life, belly button. La, 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 la. What do you think?
I like it.
Straight to the top of the ratings, huh?
You get that Mike Richards going microwave.
It did, though.
Do I still get to cash a check?
Sure.
Then, yeah, cry me a river.
Huber in the morning.